Right, I've just arrived at Brandon Marsh Nature Reserve, Coventry. It's about 11 miles away from where I live. It's blooming cold. It's what is it? It's 5 degrees Celsius here in the UK, in the Midlands, the middle of England. And I've come to try and get some pictures. It'd be nice if I got the kingfisher, but I'm not going to stay too optimistic on that because you tend to get deflated. I've been to loads of places where there's kingfishers, but I never seem to get one. So if I get one, it's a bonus, but very likely I won't hold my breath on that one. I'm up early. I'm not usually an early riser, but I've had to take the wife to the train station. She's off to Scotland for the weekend to see her granddaughter. Well, our granddaughter, should I say. So I'm going to get in this. Oh, last time I was here I had a first lifetime experience of feeding a robin from my hand. He came on my hand about 4 times to get some mealworm that I had in my pocket. I brought some today in a little bag, so hopefully when I spot a robin, yeah, you never know, one might come down off the branches and get some. I'm looking at a kestrel flying over while I'm speaking. Yeah. There's a lot of migrating geese today. Don't know if you can hear those in the background, but I've seen quite a lot of them in massive big packs. But anyhow, let's get on. Let's just show you. I'm in the car park at the moment, not that exciting. I don't know how you spin this camera around, but behind me there's some somebody's done some painting on the fence. And the sunrise only came up about half an hour ago. It was just getting light when I left home, well, roughly about half hour ago. So we'll have a traipse around and see what feeding, foraging birds I can photograph with me Panasonic Lumix G9 and a 1-to-400mm Panasonic Leica lens. So let's see how we go. Hopefully I'll have a bit of a smile on my face and I'll have got something I haven't got before. Last time on the way here there was a massive buzzard. I've seen one today as well, on top of a telegraph pole. Then I saw a jay flying across in front of me, across the road. So not seen the woodpecker here yet. Everybody else has seen the woodpecker by the feeding station except me. And I looked 3 times the last time I was here, never spotted it once. So I'm hopefully going to get a picture of a bird that I've not yet photographed, because I've not been at this wildlife business for very long. It's been about probably nearly a year, maybe 11 months now, since I started wildlife, from what I've been taking photos of since I was a young lad. Never been wildlife, never been one of them. Since I was 19 I started my photography. 61 now. So right, let's crack on. Enough talking. So I'm back home later in the day. I've had a bit of a sleep because I'm not used to getting up at 4:30 in the morning. The day wasn't really that exciting. A monkjack ran out a couple of times, 2 different ones ran out in front of me, and I didn't manage to get any pictures because I was walking, looking around at the bushes and the trees for birds. I got a picture of a nuthatch. Sadly my camera wouldn't focus. The one time when I really needed it to focus, it was on a branch in a tree heading towards the bird feeders at the visitor centre. I did get lots of pictures at the visitor centre of your common stuff: blue tits, great tits, long-tailed tits, cold tits, etc. And it's still 5 degrees, but it's dropping apparently to about 3. With the feeling of a -1 with the chill factor. But I had a walk. Nothing great came of it. I didn't get there. I sat in a hide with a right miserable man. I did meet a couple of nice guys I had a bit of a chat to. He was showing me his pictures, making me feel bad because he didn't just get 1 kingfisher, he actually got 2 at the same time on a perch. But I'm pretty sure if I stick at it I will get one at some point. But I've not had too much of a bad year so far. I've been to the falconry show twice in Warwick. The first time I didn't do very well. I took loads of pictures and only had about 9 good ones. But the second time I decided my G9 was getting a bit long in the tooth, so I bought a G9 II with the tracking, well, the better autofocus system. puts a little square box on the eyes and that. Sometimes it misses and it's not that brilliant, but while I'm talking, I'll put some pictures on the screen of what I took today. As I say, nothing exciting. I didn't get to see the woodpecker. I sat in a little hide, sadly by the visitor centre where all the bird feeders are. I don't really like taking pictures of birds on bird feeders. I'd rather they look more natural, you know, on a branch or something, or flying. I got a nuthatch flying. It's not a great picture. It was a high ISO because it was a dull looking day. The sun had gone in, grey sky, a bit like now really in the background of this this image. But I got the nuthatch in flight. I'll put that on screen, and it seemed a bit strange seeing a nuthatch upside down on a bird feeder. I've never really noticed that before. I've never witnessed one on a bird feeder before, so that was a first. I think I got a blue tit, great tit, cold tit. I think I got a long-tailed tit. It looked like he had a damaged eye. One of his eyes was a red colour. I don't know if he's, well, whatever happened, I don't know. We can only speculate, but his beak was a bit obscured by a twig, so that wasn't a great picture. But getting back to Warwick Castle, I doubt if I'll go again this year. I'll probably go next year, but I've been twice, as I say. And I'll put some pictures on the screen of various eagles I got. I did get some good pictures there. So far this year, what we in? Nearly November, I think. Is it the end of October? I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what today's date is. I know it's Saturday. That's about as much as I know. But yeah, so far my birding year hasn't been too bad. I've only been at this game for about, I don't know, 11 coming on 12 months. I've still got I've got a list in my head of birds I'd like to get. One being a mandarin duck, one being a gannet, so I quite like the look of those. And I've got loads in my head that I still haven't taken photos of, so I'm still keen and interested, should I say. And also what I've learned is you go with these preconceptions and these ideas and the optimistic, and sadly you come back sometimes with nothing. But a lot of walking. So if you look at the positive side of it, at least you get some good exercise and some fresh air in your lungs. I'm guessing that's the optimistic view. But anyway, thank you for looking at the video, and I'll try and put one together again in the near future. Maybe something, maybe some reviews on some tripods I've recently bought, or a couple of lenses I own or something. But thank you, take care everybody, thanks for looking in.